Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview December 11th, 2014. This is provided to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you. It is a Thursday morning in Thailand, bright blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches. A lot of people walking on out there with their frappuccinos. You know how that goes every morning. It's almost like the same people. It's like, it's time for a change. We're in tourist season. It's high season. We should have some turnover. Some new people should be coming to town shortly. All right, let's get going. We've got a lot to talk about today. If you would, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator through the market opening preview series every single trading day, Monday through Friday. And then Friday, after the New York close, we do the Friday wrap-up, where we go over about between 15 and 16 or so daily charts to see what happened in the past and what might happen in the future. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the public safety department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, I came to Thailand on a 3-month tourist visa for celebration of my wonderful career. And, well, traders, I am still here, still in Thailand, having a great time. I trade every single day. I'm in the markets. I listen to the markets every day. I'm looking at fundamentals. I'm looking at technicals. And I am very involved in the Forex markets, and I really enjoy talking with you every single trading. Well, I do it in the morning, so it's early in Asia when I produce this video. So that's just a little bit about myself. And yes, we will be going to the gazebo for lunch today. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. That's why this is getting up on YouTube earlier today. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Remember, traders, that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get moving along here. News and commentary. Let's take a look at the calendar. We've got some wild charts today. I am telling you, I sat in front of my charts yesterday, being Wednesday, trading, and I was in front of my charts up until the New York Open, and nothing moved. I mean, it was like watching paint dry. It was horrible, right? I shut my charts down, 5 hours later, because I mostly look at hourly charts. Everything goes crazy and haywire, and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. Now, the reason for that is a couple of things. One, I think when the United States released that CIA data reference to the treatment of prisoners, what was it, back in 2002? I think that really hurt the dollar and will continue to hurt the dollar. However, if we go to the data side of things, data came out. We had New Zealand press conference. We had a rate statement. We had monetary policy statement, all high impact. And early in my morning, which is 7:10 a.m., we had Governor Wheeler speaking. Unemployment change came in at 7:30 a.m. Thailand time, which is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Came in at 42.7 versus 15.2, and unemployment stayed at 6.3 as the month previous. We do have, in the London session, we have some Swissy data coming out. We have some Euro data coming out. And then in the U.S. session, well, we have CAD data coming out also. Really, it's like London lunch. BOC Governor Pulitz speaks. And then in the U.S. session, we have a lot of high impact data, core retail sales month on month, and unemployment change, all high impact in New York today. So we have a lot of data coming out today. Be careful with the data. All right, let's go and just take a look and see if I can find it. It always doesn't want to cooperate when I want it to, but we'll find it. There we go. This is brought to you through, I use CNN Money on my Android to give you these numbers. And if you were wondering where I'm getting these numbers from for the markets as they closed yesterday, that's where I get it from. Wow. The U.S. all in the red. The Dow was down 268.05%. The NASDAQ was down 82 0.44%, and the S&P 500 was down 33.68. Let's go over to the Eurozone, and the FTSE 100 was down 29.43%, where the DAX was actually up in the green at 6.02%, and the CAC 40 was down 36.03%, with the Euronext 100 down in the red at 4.81%. And talk about Asia, the Nikkei 225 is currently down at 128.14%, the Shanghai is down 4.90%, and the Hang Seng is down 261.92 as we speak at the moment. Taking a look at gold, gold is down 0.90%, selling at $1,228 per ounce. Oil is up, believe it or not, at 0.44% at $61.38 per barrel. So that's going on with that. So that gives you a little bit of what's happening. Today, you're just going to have to trade what's in front of you. Wait till you see some of these charts. Some of these charts are just really out of control. So let's get to the 60-minute charts. And let's start off with the euro. This is the euro dollar. You can see this bounce off of the 200 exponential moving average. And if you count these candles, this goes about 12 hours back. So this basically started in the New York session. And the big blue candle and the candle after that is all due to data, which is New Zealand data, but started at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday. So that was 3 a.m. my time. And that's what's pushed all this stuff up. Then we had Aussie data come out. So a lot of data came out. And, you know, I know I had to go to a 4-hour chart to find a resistance level. That's how long it's been since this is, there was nothing left of the chart. There was nothing for me to reference to. So I had to go to the 4-hour chart. I'm bearish in this, folks. I mean, I'm telling you now, I am absolutely bearish in the euro dollar. I expect this to dump all the way back down. I don't expect this to stay here. There is nothing good coming out of the Eurozone. And I think they're playing the game. Draghi is a very smart man. And I think the ECB president is playing this game. And what he keeps talking about is quantitative easing. And when is it going to start? Well, what he's doing is he's putting this out there. He's done it for over a month now about talking about quantitative easing. And what he's doing is he's getting the markets to price in this announcement. So when he says on this date, this is what we're going to do, it's already going to be priced in. And I think that's what's going on with that. But there's no news or good data coming out of the Eurozone. Germany's having trouble. I couldn't believe it. I heard Angela Merkel was going to talk yesterday. I haven't heard from her in weeks. I haven't heard from Angela Merkel. Usually when things go bad, she clams up and she doesn't get on the microphone. But she's back on the microphone. So we'll see what's happening with that. But they're not in that great a shape either. So I don't understand why we're saying this. But we are seeing what we're seeing. I expect this to pull back down. I expect this to go bearish. But we have to trade what's in front of us. And what's in front of us is we need to pull back, and we're going to trade this up to resistance from the 4-hour chart. And the stop is at 200 EMA. But we'll see what happens. This can just keep on going. And there's a lot of data today, and anything can happen. So just be real careful when you're trading the euro. Here's a Great British Pound. Same situation. That big blue candle was from data that came out today. This is, the game moves on. These last 3 candles, by the way, this is all Asia session, okay? Don't tell me you cannot make pips in Asia. You can make pips in Asia. Unfortunately, it starts at 5 in the morning for me, so it's a little early. But yes, you can make pips in Asia. You have to be in front of your charts. And for those of you who live in the U.S. on the East Coast, this is perfect for you. You be in your charts 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You can trade Asia, and you get a really good. You can make some good pips here, folks. I don't expect this to go to the long side again. I am bearish in the pound dollar. If you look at the daily chart, yes, it's given us a couple of days of higher highs and higher lows, but it hasn't broken out of any range. It hasn't done anything spectacular. So again, we're going to trade what's in front of us, and what's in front of us is it's above the 200 exponential moving average. It's giving us higher highs and higher lows. We have a red candle. Let's see if we can pull back, and then a bullish candle, and we'll take it back up to resistance. Okay, the Aussie. This is another whole story in itself. And, this with the Aussie, take a look at this. I want you to look all the way back left of the chart. See that big red candle there? All right, that's the first pin bar. You come to the right, there's a second blue candle, pin bar, right? Third blue candle, which was today, pin bar. Notice that the pin bar on the last candle is very small, and we ended up with a red candle. I'm expecting this to drop back down today. I'll be very honest with you. I expect this to resume back down to its bearish momentum, and I expect this to continue down. I don't expect this to go above the 200 exponential moving average, and that is support. Where I have the arrow right above that is support. It's going to need to break through there before it does anything else. But when you see those pin bars on those wicks, as you might all call them, gets big and then smaller, that's just a sign that the bulls are just running out of steam. So the news came out, hurrah, and it moved a good amount of pips on that data. I'll tell you, it was good data. But I'm looking for this to sell off today. All right, let us talk about. Here is the Euro Aussie, one of my favorites. This is still bullish. Even if you look at the daily chart, it's still bullish. So you can see we have a blue candle here. And this was taken within the last hour, so this might even be a current candle. This looks like we're in a prime spot now to take this to the long side. Unfortunately, we're 5 hours before the London Open, so I would not take this trade at this point. I would wait at least 2 hours or 3 hours and let all of Asia get in the markets. We still have an hour and a half before all the Asian markets are up and running. So I would not jump into this right now. I would give it a couple hours and get into it, but absolutely bullish on this pair, and I expect it to remain that way. Okay, here is our Euro Yen. Again, I am bullish in this. Look at the daily chart, folks. Yes, we've got some blue candles on the daily chart, a couple of high highs and high lows. We are not in a change of trend. We haven't even taken out a high yet. So I am still bullish on this. I account this all to data again. The yen came out strong yesterday because there was no risk appetite. So the yen was strong yesterday, and it shows it. And there's nothing we can do about that. Now you got the CIA that put out this report. Who knows what's going to happen? So we're going to sit back and wait. However, I am bullish in the Euro Yen. I want to take this long. I have no desire to short this. I am bullish. I'm staying with my bias from the daily chart. All right, the last one of our 6 currency pairs is the New Zealand dollar. Folks, I don't know what to tell you. If you look at the daily chart, it is bearish. It's in a nasty range. It's showing some blue candles, and it shows a red candle, and then it shows some blue. It's just in a nasty range on the daily chart. I have no idea what this is going to do. It is, on the daily chart, it is bearish. I expect this to sell off. I attribute this to the data that came out today. We still have, I think, one more piece of data coming out of New Zealand today. So, I expect this to come back down to the 200 exponential moving average, or maybe even lower, and continue its bearish trend. The dollar is going to take a hit for the next couple of days with this Senate releasing this CIA data of punishment of these prisoners. So, the dollar's going to take a hit. So you can expect that. And, we might see it in the charts. We'll just have to wait and see. Sorry we ran so long today, but there was a lot of stuff today to talk about. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me today on a Thursday. Traders, please have a great trading day, and please be careful. There's a lot of danger out there today trading. Data, people speaking on microphones, all that stuff is going on. So please be cautious in your trading today. Traders, again, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, have a great day coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. And it is a beautiful day heading to the gazebo for lunch. Traders, take care. Until tomorrow, thank you very much, and bye-bye.